Hey everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 20 minutes. It's called Poppy. It is 10 kettle pops, 10 V-ups, 10 box jumps, and 10 goblet squats. So you're going to do all those movements for 20 minutes. Just keep going through those rounds. So we're going to go through all those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. All right, so the first movement is going to be our kettle pop. So for this, we need a kettlebell. And what we want to do is we want to use our leg drive. So we're going to come down, we're going to pull up the kettlebell on the top, pulling up, and then grabbing it on either side. So here's your handle here. We want to grab here. We're going to come down. We're going to use our leg drive to come up and then catch it on the side, come back down. Now, there's different kinds of kettlebells. So some have wider handles, some have more narrow handles. This is probably about average. So it's decent. So some it's going to be easier and some might be a little bit more difficult. You can also take a dumbbell here, come down, just pull and catch at the top. Okay. We can also use our slam ball and kind of do the same thing here. So we're going to grab it on either side, pop up, come down, pop up, come down, pop up. Okay. The next movement is our V-ups. So we're nice. Time for some abs. We're going to come down and we're going to pick up our feet and our back, and we're going to try to touch our toes. So when we come up, we want to be squeezing our abs, and everything should be off the ground but our butt. Come up. Now, you can also do modifications to the knees, but again, if you notice, as I come up, my whole back is off the ground, my feet are off the ground. So we want to make sure that we do that. Same thing if we want to do alternating, or if you want to do some crunches, come to your knees. Again, we really want to get that back off the ground to get the most out of the V-ups. Now you can also put your hands back here and you can kick back and forth as well. So the next movement is our box jump. So I'm actually going to set this lower so you can see a little bit better. So we're going to set up in front of the box. We are going to jump completely and fully on the box. So jump up. My whole foot is on the box. I'm landing in this nice quarter squat position, and then I'm standing up at the top. So what we don't want is to land with our feet hanging off the box. We want our feet to be on the box completely. And we don't want to land in a full squat and stand up. That's a lot of pressure on those hips and knees and ankles. So really try to jump as high as you can, landing in no more than a quarter squat, standing up, step down or jump down. Your choice. Modification would be a step up. So again, foot completely on top of the box. We're using this leg and this leg only to stand on top of the box. Once that leg is completely straight, then you go ahead, put that second foot down, step down, alternating feet each time. If you don't have a box, you can set up plates if you have bumper plates to a height you feel comfortable at. You can use stairs to do step ups or jump on the stair. You can also do jumping squats. So we come down into a nice squat position, keeping our everything completely straight. Our toes are pointed slightly outwards. Our knees are coming out, coming down the squat, keeping that chest up, and jumping up and down. Okay, next movement is our goblet squat. So we can use, well, let's just go over the squat one more time. So again, our feet are about hip width apart, maybe slightly wider depending on your mobility. And we're going to keep our toes pointed outward. So our knees come out. We don't want to keep our feet completely straight because if we do that, our knees are going to follow our toes. And when our feet follow our toes forward, our body automatically is going to shift forward and then back at the top to compensate for that shift forward onto those toes. So if we point them outwards and we bring our knees out, our feet can stay completely flat and we can come down in a nice straight line, supporting everything as we come down. So if we are leaning one way or the other, our body can't support the weight. So as I come down, I want to come down to at least parallel. This part of my leg is parallel to the ground or a little bit below and standing up. My feet are not coming off the ground at all. If they do, if your heel starts to make its way upward, then adjust your feet or check your mobility. If your mobility doesn't allow you to go down that far, go down as far as you can until you start to roll onto those toes. Now, if your mobility only allows you to get this far, really check yourself. Really start working on that mobility. Reach out to me and I'll give you some mobility exercises to help with that. So, goblet squat is with a weight. Choose a weight of your choice. You can do just air squats as well if you don't feel comfortable with the weight. You're going to hold the dumbbell like this, coming down as straight as possible, standing all the way up at the top. Sometimes I see people come down and do this kind of thing. Nope, bring your chest up, come all the way up, lock out at the top. If you're just not able to do a squat, you can take a bench. You want your feet to be completely flat on the ground for this. So your feet aren't coming off the ground. You're going to come down and sit on the bench. Now, if you have to take a second on the bench, that's fine. But when we stand up, we're using our legs. So keep your back straight, no leaning on these legs here. You want to use just your legs, so feet flat on the ground and just stand up. So if you find your feet coming off the ground, it probably means you're rocking and trying to use that momentum. Try to avoid that because we really want our legs to get stronger, right? So that we are able to stand up and sit down from a chair without any help. You can also add the weight if you feel comfortable. So again, making sure you're not rocking so that your back isn't out of whack as you use the weight to stand up. So that is all of the movements and the modifications. So now it's your turn to get started. Remember, it is 20 minutes. So you're just going to keep going through those rounds for 20 minutes. Mark down how many rounds you get, your time, your weight, and movement. Revisit, check your progress. And remember, any good fitness program only works really well with a good nutrition program. So visit us at www.macromachinecoaching.com and you can sign up with a health coach, get one-on-one coaching with health and fitness, right? We have many programs there. Check it out. We also have a link where you can link to some supplements that are good, clean supplements by Live Pure. And you can get 25% off if you follow that link. So I will see you next time. Good luck.